footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now it's Mixon running right. Oh, good move. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Back to Mixon on first down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They'll look to throw now on first down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, now how about this return? And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. To throw is Smith. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The Smith's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. A shotgun snap for Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And now Smith going to change the play. Now Gino. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gun, Smith. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 13-7. What a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
19
First and 10, it's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Flush to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Option right, here's Stroud. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Mixon. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They run for it with Mixon, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away, and they're able to add on to their advantage. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Now he'll escape to his right, and he goes out right around the 39. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Smith. He completes this to Walker. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Play action. Stroud now. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Final play of the half. Stroud trying to stretch the field with Schultz. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think
that's into a crowd and intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Stroud out of the gun here. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Stroud looking to change the play. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And going right back to Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Smith now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. "35 yards that time on the punt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A draw play for Mixon. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Stroud working out of the gun. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Geno on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
from back at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Smith. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 50, it's Smith. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it's Smith. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 41 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Texans on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Stroud sets up the play action. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
They'll roll him out right.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mixon will try the right side. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Steps away.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
And he whips that one incomplete there. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Stroud. That's pulled in by Brooks.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
Stroud looking to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Texans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Smith.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Geno now to throw.
On the slant, it's Fant.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing now is Geno.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Second down and 6 now.
Smith throwing again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Smith. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a yard. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
2nd and 1.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now Stroud.
Being chased out left. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Mixing up the middle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Looking to throw. Stroud escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.